Well, hello. I'm gonna talk today about the bioeconomy. Is it a dream or a possibility for Colombia? I'm Silvia Restrepo. I'm professor at the Chemical and Food Engineering at Universidad de los Andes in Bogota, Colombia. Why bioeconomy? In 2019, the president of Colombia asked 47 experts from Colombia and other parts of the world to propose the route for science, technology, and innovation for Colombia. 8 groups were composed, and I was the leader or the coordinator for the group of bioeconomy, biotechnology, and environment. Our scope was that Colombia's natural capital and its immense biodiversity, as well as the cultural richness, constitute our most exceptional present and future assets. Consequently, studies aim to improve knowledge, conservation, and proper use of natural and cultural resources are essential to guarantee their sustainability. We use the definition of bioeconomy from the Global Bioeconomy Summit communique in 2018, and it reads, bioeconomy is the production, the utilization and conservation of biological resources, including related knowledge, science, technology, and innovation to provide information, products, processes, and services across all economic sectors aiming towards a sustainable economy. Why bioeconomy? And what I highlight in the definition of bioeconomy is that it has the word knowledge. Not other model of a socio-economical model has the word knowledge in its definition, and it's centered in the people, and it protects the natural resources. But the knowledge is, for me, the most important. In Colombia, universities do 90% of the research in the country. However, in universities, we build too many walls and not enough bridges, is a quote from Isaac Newton. So we need a new model, a new university, and we are going to bet on the interdisciplinary research as the solution to society's more urgent challenges. We need to ensure, as Michael Crow, the president of Arizona State University, said, we need to ensure that the moonshots, the big solution, can still come out of the ideas generated by the teaching, learning, and discovery environment of universities. But to get there, we have to be able to be disruptive and to be non-replicative. So we need a new method. We need a new model. In the group of experts that the president called in 2019, we decided to go with the structure of the missions, as Mariana Mazzucato proposed in 2018, and it's been used in the European Union. And the projects in the European Union follow this scheme. So we have grand challenges that can be the SDGs, the Sustainable Development Goals. And below these grand challenges, we have the missions. And below the missions, we have some projects. So in the mission of experts that was united in 2019, we proposed 5 missions. I'm going to talk about one of the missions, that is the biodiverse, bioeconomy, and creative economy. Below this big mission, we propose 8 different programs that have different projects. I want to stress out 2 of the programs that are important in the talk today, especially the first one, the Colombia Bio 2.0 and Colombia Cultural. And there is a focus also in the third one, you see the research for the conservation of the biodiversity. And of course, we have programs in bioeconomy, for example, in sustainable agriculture and source of products to the industry. And we also propose a revolution of manufacturing and industrial, a revolution in those aspects. So what do we need in Colombia to have a bioeconomy based in our richness, in the biodiversity richness we have in our country? We have 3 different things. First, we need to continue studying our biodiversity. We don't know what we have. Second, we need a different agriculture. We need a technology and data-driven agriculture. And third, we have to pay attention to microorganisms and start to use them in a sustainable way. In the first one, to study our biodiversity, we already have 21 scientific expeditions that were funded by the government. We still need to do more expeditions. In these 21 expeditions, we discovered 168 new species. We described 200 endemic species, 213 endangered species, and 5 rediscovered species. But we need to continue our efforts. We also need a technology and data-driven agriculture. In Colombia, agriculture is not very productive. You can see here a field that is a chaos, basically. And when I go to the field, I'm a plant pathologist, and you can see the map of Colombia, and you can see that when we go to the field, we see a lot of different diversity in the pathogens associated to the most important crops in Colombia. It's what you see in the pie in the south of Colombia. And these are emergent and re-emergent pathogens. We need more science in the agriculture. And here you can see these species, Phytophthora betaceae, that we described in only one field trip, and we described these new species. And third, we need to use our microorganisms. Microorganisms are very important for the SDGs, from bad to good. They produce bad diseases, but they also can help to increase production and food, to produce energy and offer nutritional options. We still have a lot to discover. We think there are 12 million species of fungi, and we only know 400,000 species. I also work in a lot of projects that try to discover and describe the endophytic communities, the microorganisms that live inside the plants, and protect them, and can also be the source of natural products to help in health and agriculture. So we need a bioeconomy in Colombia, a circular bioeconomy that focuses on the sustainable, resource-efficient valorization of biomass in integrated multi-output production chains, while also making use of residues and wastes and optimizing the value of biomass over time via cascading. We map the projects in the country that really are good projects in bioeconomy that integrate the value chains, and we only found these ones you see in the country. And what is missing in Colombia? First, we need to continue to discover and describe our biodiversity, understand the concept of circular bioeconomy, an analysis of the benefits and trade-off of the circular bioeconomy, to invite more actors to participate in this bioeconomy, consumer, investors, etc. The circular bioeconomy is a regional model, and we have to understand that, especially in the big capital and the big cities, and we need more investment in more basic science. In basic science, the investment in science in Colombia is only 0.2% of the gross product income. I took this picture and the definition before from a very good article that I recommend. I put the DOI here for if you want to read the full article. And with that, I want to thank everybody to hear my presentation. And at the end of the session, I will be very pleased to take your questions. Thank you very much.